Yeah, run, dude, all day long. Man, resist all day long. That's wild. I'm all for it. I bless it.
No, if I was a cop and there was a dangerous situation and all my
Your
fingers had
are
been
gone,
blown
yeah.
off.
Don't spit on anyone.
It's true. It's gross.
Don't hit,
You're
punch,
nasty.
kick anybody, honestly.
If the law was 100% enforced,
Nobody would be happy.
everyone would go to jail.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Josh and Bill here with Only Cops. We're going to do another Officers React video. I'm pretty excited about this one. We're going to look at McLovin hanging out with the cops in Superbad.
Superbad.
Josh has never seen this.
This is a new, actual new react.
This will be a legit reaction video
Yeah.
for him. So let's get into it. Come ride two man with us.
What's happened, Evan? Fuck, man.
I love the outfits.
Okay? He assaulted the customer, grabbed the cash, and ran out.
So,
But they're both writing down.
Say when, height-wise.
Look at that mustache.
Yes.
here, just tell me when.
Start in the bottom.
Let's go ahead and pause it right now. From a mustache standpoint,
Oh, it's awesome.
was it Seth Rogen?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him
it's
a
awesome.
hard 10 out of 10 on that mustache.
I give him a 12.
Yeah, that's so. Right off the bat, they're starting
Speaking
with pretty
from a
good spot,
mustache
yeah.
connoisseur like myself, that's a 12.
And I will say this, they don't need to both be writing it down, nor do they both need to be asking questions. Typically, you have a primary officer and a secondary officer. You're going to have one of them that's going to ask all the questions. The other guy's just there. It's called contact and cover.
I forget that you haven't seen this.
Yeah.
You're going to hate everything that they
Oh, I love it. I'm excited about this. This is meant to be satire, so I'm not going to take it too serious, but I will say that if you have two cops talking, typically one of them doesn't know what they're doing. And so we'll keep playing the clip, but I wanted to comment on the mustache for sure.
10 is he was 5'10".
Ethnically, I mean, I mean, was he like us or
A woman?
That's normal.
Female?
A woman?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Ethnically, is he a female?
Was he African?
African?
No. He was American, and he was like you. He looked just like you.
He's Jewish.
Just like you.
Jew.
Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah, pretty docile.
Okay, so we have an African Jew wearing a hoodie.
No, you don't.
No.
No, that's not what I said. Is that what you heard me say? I said he looked like you.
You know what's
He
funny?
looked like an African
She's
Jew.
portraying most like gas station / store clerks very well.
Yeah.
They're all
Was
very angry
Caucasian.
all the time.
Kind of looked like Eminem. Does that help you?
An M&M.
Like Eminem.
I don't look like
Marshall
Eminem.
Mathers,
Did he have blonde
Eminem, the
hair?
rapper Eminem.
Do you look like this? I'm
That's a good
amateur.
picture.
That guy
He
looks like-
straight up drew a
Longer
picture.
face, bigger nose.
He's like a cop and a sketch
His
artist.
mouth was wider, open.
You like how they're wearing their radios up on their
Squad car that's in
shoulders?
the area that could probably be of further assistance. I don't seem to be getting any.
Okay, so just walk me through again what this guy did.
Also,
he came in. He's
happens all the
wielding.
time. Is there another cop I can talk to?
He hits this
Nope.
old gentleman in
Just
in
us.
slacks, and then he jumps over you. He feels you up, violates you.
I did not say that.
No, he doesn't.
Look,
Did you see the
I
spirit
can't
fingers?
do this. I told you already. I have an exam tomorrow. Can you understand that? I have a goddamn veterinary exam.
Whoa,
Goddamn.
calm down.
This is bullshit. This is the bullshit. I got exam tomorrow.
So, we'll
Apparently
pause.
someone has an exam.
As funny as it is to watch these guys actually try to do a pretty decent job of trying to make an accurate, they're at least trying to get specifics out of the person they're trying to interview.
While being funny.
You do have to be really careful that you're not re-victimizing somebody that was just the victim of a robbery.
By going,
Yeah, you can't be like having jokes at the expense of your, and sometimes you can do it for rapport building, but clearly if she's not finding it funny, you shouldn't be cracking jokes at somebody that is absolutely the victim of
I
a
think
robbery.
it's funny though.
Yeah, it's funny, but I please don't do that. Keep playing the clip.
How'd you know?
Wow.
You're the one that got punched.
Okay, first things first, what is your name?
My name? It's McLovin.
McLovin?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
What's your first
McLovin.
name?
with
What?
confidence.
You know, that's the reaction that
My
people
first
give
name?
me when I tell them my name.
Technically, I don't have a first name, so don't worry about my first name.
But we're the police.
Just want to get the story straight.
My job is to worry about your first name.
Come on.
So he's got his radio
I don't
on his
believe this
tailbone.
bullshit. I can't believe this is happening.
So it's just McLovin?
Yeah.
That's badass.
It is badass.
Really
It's a
cool.
Badass.
Yeah.
A lot of people weird names.
Chingy, Shakira, Rafe, Pax.
We arrested a man lady who was
Chingy.
legally named Fuck.
I think he was Vietnamese, was with a PH, but. Okay, and how old are you, McLovin?
Old enough.
I have
enough
seen
for
some
what?
pretty interesting names on licenses
It's party.
to party.
Wow. This guy's a legend.
That's your idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have it.
Should have been the first question they asked. Yes.
Hawaii. In the old school, like double vinyl
Yes.
Velcro wallet. He took his glasses off to look at the ID.
You're an organ donor.
What? What?
I didn't want to be one, but my wife insisted.
I always give him shit for it, too. I say it all the time. I
You
say,
say.
it's just like a woman, even after you're dead, they want to tear your heart out. I say it weekly, and it's still
Wow. Wow.
That's a good one.
That was good.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't really have any information. He just kind of hit me and.
So we can pause it real quick. I will say this: if I saw a Hawaii ID, I would have no way of knowing how to qualify that, like as legit or not. I'm not typically have like the perforation, like the
I
micro
don't even
stamping
think
and
it's just
stuff
Hawaii,
like that.
dude. I think
But there's most
each
out of state
ID
yeah.
is so different.
I saw one from New York that had like a hologram in it. It was
Well,
really
Texas
cool.
has holograms now too.
No, it was like a legit 3D like hologram in it. It was nice. But either way,
That must be why it's so expensive to live there.
it really the IDs.
Yeah, you got to pay the state government to make those.
You can afford
bougie
high-speed,
IDs.
low-drag in New York. I'm sorry if
You
I'm
can't.
trolling.
You can't afford to live there. But
So, anyways, I to be able to pass off the name McLovin, I mean, technically, we would have no way of verifying outside of doing like a really extensive background check.
but he's a victim.
That's what I'm getting at. You're not going to do any of that. So, I mean, there's nothing. That's actually a pretty kosher scene. I don't know how you would try. You can't charge him with failed ID. He's the victim. He's not detained. He could have technically left and said, "I don't want to press charges." This entire thing's 100% plausible, including the guys insensitively making fun of the victim.
Oh, 100%.
I think it's incredible. This is pretty accurate policing. Go ahead, play.
I like how the overheads are on.
Yes,
I mean, I guess if it came in as a robbery, they probably did pull up.
we know.
like
we
that.
know. We know officers who turn their overheads on just in the back parking lot for giggles.
Yeah, just to load up their car.
Yes.
And look at the pretty red and blues while they shine in everyone's eyes. Got to make sure they work.
Gotta make sure they work
Let's test the siren too. Woo!
for 5 minutes.
In the parking lot when someone's walking by in front of you. Woo! It's so much fun.
We're not bitter.
Yeah.
What? I thought she had an exam.
She does. She's calling 911 again to get some other police officers out to take the report.
Has never happened ever in the history of policing. Never. Also appropriate to ask for a supervisor, I guess, in that instance.
Yeah.
They're going to probably be just as bad because they allow an officer like that to exist in their department, but whatever.
Look at that
Oh,
punch.
he got decked.
They took him to the bar. I love it.
legs lifted off the ground.
Oh my God, that is
Full
bona
uniform,
fide badass,
on duty,
man. Oh, you gotta keep that tape
in the
on.
bar.
It is badass. It really is.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't you guys like need it for like evidence?
The only thing that's evidence of is you can't get like a champ, man. Seriously. Take that.
It's a VHS.
Are
That's
there any-
awesome.
Yeah.
Ladies, we like
When
to
did this
show
come
those
out?
tapes.
Probably early to mid 2000s.
Bro, they're straight up providing alcohol for a minor.
Seriously.
They don't know that.
That's a major
Full on
turning point
duty.
in my life.
His
They're
ID
drinking
says
on
he's like
duty.
23.
How let's say these guys just got off of work and instead of driving home, they just left their uniforms on and went to. Still would be considered conduct unbecoming, but in New York.
I was just gonna say we can go back to New York.
You can have a beer on duty. I think
Two?
you can have 2 beers on duty.
Is that New York or is that Boston?
One of the two? All I'm saying is, remember the taxpayers up there paying for some stuff. Okay, we'll keep.
But if I had to work in New York, I'd need a lot
beer.
more than
I'd
2
need a
beers.
beer. I don't even drink, and I'd need a beer. So
The whole mysterious.
Calling all units. Armed and dangerous man in the vicinity.
Still on duty.
I bet you play the whole mysterious.
boy,
guy.
you just straight up there now. That
Yep.
sounds like yep.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep.
Turn his radio off.
Yeah.
That sounds like police work. Too busy drinking.
They're on lunch, dude.
They're on 40, and they're just, no, it's fine. They don't
Yeah.
need me. Oh, whoa.
Spread your shit.
Here we are.
Get on the ground.
Yes.
Loading gun. Ready to go.
Yes.
Spread your shit.
Because
Pussies
they
on the
look
pavement,
like,
fellas. Come on.
Please don't shoot, sir.
Deadly.
But please don't shoot. Just shut up and spread your shit. I am the law. Okay?
I am the law.
Hold his fucking hand.
Fucking hold my hand.
So,
Now hold hands.
It's not so hard.
I'll play the adult. That's my job, is to play the adult here. So, like,
What's my job then?
in any use of force
I'm
situation,
offended.
obviously, you have to articulate why you think they're a deadly threat.
They don't have body cams.
It's-
Oh, I see what my job is here. Okay. I get it.
So, you can't just pull your gun out for funsies and point it at people and make them do stuff. You gotta have some level of a detention and then some reason to believe they're a deadly threat to you. I do like though his like real subtle like
Looking around.
look over the nobody's gonna see this. All right.
Yeah, well,
Like
when there's no cameras,
I guess if I'm drunk and on duty and whatever, it's
You're not
whatever.
as worried about
it's whatever.
things.
The sky's the limit here. We'll keep on playing.
It's not so hard, is it?
true.
Here, McLovin, have a cigarette.
Waylon Jennings.
Smoke up. Life's short, you know? Suck it in, my friend. Suck it long and deep.
Life
Smoke.
short.
Enjoy it.
I've let guys smoke. I've let a few smoke in my car.
Never in the car.
I let them smoke.
I'd let them do it before they got in the car.
Officer Slater and
I'll see like how there's no barrier.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
We really like you too, McLovin. So here's what's about to happen. We're going to arrest these two guys, and you're going to write a witness report saying they left out in front of our car like madmen, and there was nothing we can do to avoid hitting them. Sound cool?
Yeah.
Good.
No body cam? I guess no issue. Goodness gracious.
Check out that mag light.
It's pretty legit. Oh, and that old nightstick, dude.
Yeah.
Got the little cross-section batons. I think it's old school pistol they have, too.
See his trigger discipline though?
Yeah.
He had a straight finger.
I love this run. What is going on?
Well, they're running away.
There's no way Seth Rogen catches this kid.
No. Come on. And that's why you do PT.
Hey, that's why you do PT. But also, pro tip. Anybody that's out there. Somebody takes off on you on foot.
Use
you
your
have a car, and they're running on the street.
Use your car.
Use your car.
This guy here has actually caught people with this car.
Yeah. I got on the PA. Like, hey, man, stop running. He looked at back at my Tahoe, and he's like, oh, I guess I'm not going to get very far. And stopped and hopped in the car, and he knew what was up. He's like, I can do this all. I can do this till I run out of gas. You do it till you vomit. Yeah, I've got a few people in my car. In the car. I didn't hit them with the car. I got them and put them in the car. Guess someone's going to do it.
Well, that's one way to catch them.
Someone's going to do it.
Open the door.
Really? Some kid out there, I hope you see this and remember, because I remember, and it was greatness. You ran really far, too.
Mm-hmm.
He was cool, though. He was really cool.
he
He
wasn't
was
that
cool
cool.
with me.
Yeah. He wasn't cool with
He
me.
was cool with me. Anyways, play it.
Having an
telling-
asthma attack.
Yeah, keep telling
There you
me.
go.
There it is. My man.
Lights on and everything.
Yes. I have had homeless people say I'm supposed to arrest them. You need to arrest them.
Yeah.
I see look how quickly he caught up.
He's got his lights on to try and set that perimeter.
Yep. McLovin, what?
He's throwing up his beer.
Yes.
It's just beer.
Oh, give me a break.
It's just beer.
Man up. All right, what
I love this mag light, dude.
Yeah.
He's the fastest kid alive.
The fastest kid alive.
He's the fastest kid alive.
Fastest kid alive, my ass. Come on, what are we gonna do?
I'll shoot my gun. And then
Give
Whoa.
me a fucking warning before you do it.
scare him out of wherever he's hiding.
This isn't gonna do shit. Get in the car. Get in the car. This is your fault, you piece of shit.
His trigger discipline is not
It
great.
is wow.
he thinks
They shot him. We probably shouldn't laugh at it, but I find it funny.
Should I run? Yes.
Should I run?
we already ran once.
That's incredible. You know what? I am all for them running in this instance. You've got two clearly psychotic officers. Yeah, run, dude, all day long. Man, resist all day long. That's wild. I'm all for it. I bless it. Let's keep going.
It's like Project X.
Oh, no, it's the cops.
Evan, come on.
Get the hell out of here right now.
Get out of here, pal. You're not interested.
Drop the crantini and move it, sister.
Here, sugar tits.
Come on.
Guys, come on.
Everybody out.
Done this a few times. Typically, I just tell them to chill.
Fuck, Seth.
He's my best friend.
Oh,
I assume you all have guns and crack.
Guns and crack.
what a legend.
Okay, everyone. Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law. Get out.
You know what that feels like.
Yes, I do know what that feels like.
Come on, go.
Move.
I've gone to like a pachanga or two with my people on duty. They gone up like, hey, you guys need to turn the music down, but that food.
Then they
looks-
offer you food.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I've been to a few of those.
I've had food. I can say this. I can put my hand on the Bible and say I've never consumed. I don't drink, period. So, but I've had food.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken food.
And everybody out. Come on, let's go. McLovin! What the fuck?
Officer Slater, is that you?
You ran away from us. Why'd you run away from us? Michael, get up here.
I didn't run away. I didn't run away from you guys.
Why would you do that?
Oh, disoriented from the crash.
Were you violating that girl? No. That young girl? You just violated her with your penis, Michael.
McLovin?
No.
Yes, yes, he was.
That's not what you think, guys. I'm not even.
Sit the fuck down. Stay down. Calm down. I thought we were friends, and then you go run away from
His
me.
PFC is
Oh,
shut
it's
down.
gone. It's gone.
Stuck in the OODA loop.
So,
Prefrontal cortex.
so we.
It's a like when you're stressed and you're in a high stress situation and you kind of revert back to your training. If you're not prepared for situations like this, you just get stuck in a loop and you just start yelling. That's why he's like, McLovin.
If you ever hear like, you'll see it a lot of times in like a use of force scenario. You'll just Google any use of force scenario on YouTube, and you'll see an officer that'll repeat himself. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Like,
While the
after
guy
this-
has
yeah.
a gun pointed at him, he's like, "Let me see your hands. Let me see your," and then he gets shot.
Yeah. So it's like you will, once your prefrontal cortex gets shut down, basically you start to lose a lot of your ability to problem solve, to critical think, to evaluate, and so instead of seeing and perceiving, you're just simply reacting.
Yeah.
And so it's a very.
Like, I have to say this.
Yeah. So we were pretty lucky. Our department had pretty extensive training on educating us on that, and then trying to learn how to, both through like stress inoculation training, but also like part of it's experience. Like you get in a couple fights, you get in a couple like uses of force, and it
Well,
becomes
they're
easier.
also drunk. So.
Yeah, it doesn't help if you're drunk and letting people torch your car and give guns
Yeah.
to kids or whatever. But
Stay back for your own safety.
Get off me, fucking cops! Get your hands off me! You know I'm Fogle! The joint can't hold me! Holy shit, Fogle's a badass. I'm gonna break your glasses, you fucking cop! You can't hold me!
Fucking pigs. Oh shit.
Oh!
Nice mullet, asshole.
I respect the game. You go, you know what? I'm gonna
To be fair, that was assault on a police
That was assault on a
officer.
police officer. Do not spit on cops. Don't spit on anyone.
It's true. It's gross.
Don't hit,
You're
punch,
nasty.
kick anybody. Honestly.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh! Just kidding. That's why you clear your
That is
intersection.
why you clear an
You are
intersection.
officially saying that as we stopped you from being mugged, a crackhead stole our cruiser and did God knows what with it. You cool to sign that?
Of course, I owe you guys my life.
Yo, you, but wait, what's your real name again?
Fogle.
Ah, fuck that. We're calling you McLovin.
Let's do this dance, boys.
There's another false statement.
Yes. You as our witness are gonna say, bro, it's
Now, with a rear-wheel drive Crown Vic, you probably could do donuts like
I think you
this.
can rip it up. Yeah, I bless it. Some modern patrol cars have a setting that doesn't let you do this, but if you go into the settings on newer Tahoes, I think after like 2015, you can turn off
Traction control?
traction control. I'm not going to tell you that I know how to do this, but I totally saw a friend one time totally turn off traction control, and you can break a Tahoe loose.
Why are you telling people my secrets?
Oh yeah, they were his secrets. I never did that. Never once. I'm the adult. I never did that. That's probably what it feels like for them too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, well, now it's just a fire. It's nothing now. Not a great idea.
Finger right on the trigger.
Yeah.
At least holding it.
I do like, I think this is like a 4th generation
Nice.
Smith & Wesson. So before every police department on the planet had Glocks, I'm a bit of a gun nut, they went to these semi-auto, just a smidge. They went to these semi-auto Smith & Wesson. I want one real bad, but
Added to the
they're a little
list.
harder. They're a little harder to find now.
Break yourself, fool!
Nice.
His face, yeah.
Tight. Love it. I love it.
So, I'm trying to think here. If somehow there was someone threatening to do something to hurt like a large group of people that were in the car, and you for some odd reason had all of your fingers blown off, I guess you could deputize McLovin here. Say, hey dude, take my gun and smoke this guy in this patrol car. And I think that'd be the only scenario where I see McLovin turning it sideways and shooting the guy and going, sick. I just saved the city.
I've sat here and I've heard you really reach for things before. Like, saying that Team Rocket wasn't just a couple of felons everywhere that they went. I've seen you really reach for things, but I think saying that, if I was a cop and there was a dangerous situation and all my fingers had been blown off, I'd give McLovin a gun. That might be the furthest one.
It's the only situation. I'm trying to see if I can apply any level of law enforcement knowledge. At that point, I mean...
And this is the adult.
This is the adult.
We're in real trouble.
This was...
I told you it was awesome.
Educational, I guess? Maybe this is... obviously, I took a lot of liberties here. It's satire.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy. It's meant to be a comedy. I mean, people, you try to overanalyze a comedy and make it get stuff. We did get a PFC conversation about that. I do like that. There was some education.
Real.
There was something real here. And I think there's some of it that you also got to think, like, even though, yes, your job is law enforcement, really, like, your objective should be, like, peacekeeping and just keeping kids out of trouble, like, or people out of trouble. So I think a lot of people get into this, like, tattletale match. Well, they're doing something illegal, or he didn't do whatever. It's like, hey, look, man, my job's not to go and 100% enforce everything. My job's just to keep everybody.
Trust me, if the law was 100% enforced,
nobody would be happy.
Everyone would go to jail.
Yeah, no, I reject everyone. So in some way, shape, or form, everyone. So, I shout out to these guys.
They did a good job.
Pretty good satire here. Pretty good satire.
They really humanized the badge there. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, subscribe, give us some comments. We are currently working on some video suggestions that we got in the comments, so keep an eye out for those. Thanks for riding 2 Men with us, and until next time.
Peace.